in the top 20 in winning percentage amongst active coaches in Division I women's basketball.
Two legends on the court, two great programs here. River Baldwin and Bella Smuda for the opening tip. And Liberty starts with the first possession. Liberty Flames have played 6 NCAA tournament foes in the first month, and Bella Smuda goes right to work on the layup.
Right off the bat, you see their screen for her in the post, got an easy layup.
This NC State roster today is without Sanaya Rivers, a scratch from the lineup, not available. So a new look with Zoe Brooks getting her first career start. As Mimi Collins off on the 3, Baldwin the rebound. River Baldwin 5 straight games in double figures, sets up Brooks, and she's blocked. Hayes now attacks. Look at the size of Smuda playing a factor. And a foul here. Collins, the second chance.
Now, one of the keys today is going to be rebounding. You saw NC State there got 3 offensive rebounds in one possession just to get started. And Liberty started in a 2-3 zone. We haven't seen much of that from them this season. And if they're going to stay in that, they're going to have to box out the Wolfpack.
Mimi Collins does not connect on her first free throw. The Wolfpack entered this game dominant on the boards, 10th in rebounding margin in the country. And it is Christmas Sweater Sunday. Wes Moore letting it glow like the frozen days here in the first few minutes.
Yes, he is. And NC State always emphasizes rebounding. Liberty does the same. They're struggling a little bit with rebounding this year. Liberty is, because they've got 7 freshmen. But I know Coach Green, that's an emphasis he's had all week coming into this game.
Liberty, 18 of the last 19 years in the top 20 in the country in rebounding. Here's Kerry Green starting 5. Jordan Hodges, all-conference standout in CUSA last week. And Bella Smuda, the ace in the deck of Coach Green. A double-double on Monday. Liberty battled Louisville to the final minutes in a preseason tournament. And a block there for River Baldwin. That'll go off of Liberty and a turnover early.
That's a good break for the Pack right there. Sliding their feet. River Baldwin was able to get the block.
Baldwin on the defensive end has developed. Her offensive game stepping up. But on the defensive end as well. Speaking of frozen, let it Zoe. It's Zoe Brooks' first career start for NC State. James the top scorer at 17 tonight. Madison Hayes the kick out. And now a steal. Good hands by Asia Boone, and Brooks takes it back.
Great job of hustling by Zoe right there.
And then an interception. Emma Hess the pick. She goes the other way, missing the layup. Smuda fighting for the board. Wide open shot here. Kick out. Open 3. That's off. And Smuda the tip drill that goes to Brooks. Battle on the boards. Advantage NC State early. Brooks blows by and heads to the free throw line.
And that has to be another point of emphasis for NC State, is to get their transition game going. It's not easy going against that tight 2-3 zone, but if you can get in transition, you can get some more easy buckets. Zoe with a great job right there, pushing the pace and getting to the free throw line.
So first points for Zoe Brooks. Sanaya Rivers, an instant impact player, including 6 assists in her last performance. Not available today. How does NC State fill that void without Sanaya Rivers?
Well, obviously, you got to look to Zoe Brooks, the all-everything freshman coming in. This is her first start of the year, and she can handle the basketball and distributing. And then the question will be, can she play 30, 35 minutes? And if not, who's going to step up in that backup point guard role?
You noted 5 players averaging 9 or more points, and a block for Brooks. Nice opening minutes from the freshman.
Right, absolutely. She is very confident. She plays with a little bit of swagger, and you're going to see today she's going to be even more confident as a starter.
Zoe Brooks at 9 points a game off the bench. She was Wes Moore's first sub. Now gets the starting role with Rivers out. Here's a deep 2 that rattles behind the backboard for Jordan Bailey, the Colbert, Georgia product.
Bailey started the first 7 games of the season. The last couple, she's been coming off the bench because of injury, and now she's right back into her starting role.
Liberty entered this game the best field goal percentage in CUSA, 42%. And the Wolfpack defense, top 10 in best field goal defense. That's a huge matchup tonight. As Hayes flings the 3, a quick start from downtown.
Madison Hayes shooting 50% from 3 this year, and is only getting better with that shot right there.
The balance of NC State scoring. 7 made threes a game for Wes Moore's club. And a dangerous pass. Asia Boone turns it over.
you really see right here against the zone defense, the key is to penetrate, kick out, sort of spreads out the zone. Madison Hayes with the wide open look and the swish.
Hayes part of a balanced lineup for NC State. 6 players with 9 or more points a game. That's hard to stop. Here's Hayes' second attempt. That one just rattles out. The rebound for Brooke Moore, the substitute. Good screen for Azaiah Boone, the reigning Rookie of the Week in Conference USA. Sets up Bailey, and she's off. Collins the rebound.
NC State going under that pick and roll, sort of daring Liberty to shoot the three.
Nice job blowing by in transition, Azaiah James.
Another example of that transition that NC State needs today. Try and beat that zone down the floor and get an easy bucket.
The reverse headband makes all the difference.
Absolutely it does.
Sporting the Adidas upside down. More around the screen. Good hands by Zoe Brooks, and her activity defensively has been big today. It
really has, and there's so many screens that Liberty's setting. You've got to get through those screens, and in that case, she was able to get through one, get the deflection, almost get the steal.
NC State's defense only allows 55 a game. They're in the top 20 in the country behind South Carolina, the nation's leaders. As Bella Smuda goes to work, Baldwin the tip. Second chance, no. Tip drill goes to Azaiah James. This is where the Wolfpack are dangerous in transition. James blows through, somehow hangs on. Hayes kick out. Brooks the three. Off on the triple. Second chance. What a pass. Three-pointer. Knocked in. Timeout Liberty after excellent ball movement.
Yeah, NC State is playing with that effort that we talked about. They're getting the offensive rebounds, getting second chance points, and it's led to this 10-2 lead for the Pack.
A timeout for Liberty with NC State up 8. NC State known for defense here in 23. Not only top 10 in field goal percentage, but have held 8 of their first 9 opponents below 62 points.
Right, and today Liberty's only shooting 1 for 9. It's because NC State's getting up and pressuring, not letting those easy three-point shots come on, and forcing Smuda into tough post-up shots.
And this is without Sanaya Rivers, who leads the team in steals. What a tremendous first 4 minutes.
It really has been. And give credit to Zoe Brooks for stepping right in and providing that defense.
Brooks guarding Boone, and that pass contested. It'll stay here. Liberty pounded the ball in the paint. 40 points in the paint with Bella Smuda right there. She had a double-double on Monday.
Right, and the focus of almost all their plays is a lot of screening to get Bella down into the post, and even here on the inbounds play.
A matchup of similar size. Baldwin versus Smuda. Step back three is short, and Brooks the rebound. Impactful minutes. Zoe Brooks, 5-star freshman coming out of high school this summer.
Liberty staying in the zone.
Good tip by Boone. Chance in transition. Azaiah the zip pass. Open jumper is short. And a 1 of 11 start for Liberty.
Brooke Moore, the freshman, doesn't necessarily play a lot of minutes.
Nice pass. That three rolls out. Baldwin the rebound. And Smuda swat. Here's James' turn for three. One of the best in the ACC continues.
More second chance points for the Pack, and Azaiah had all day to set that one up. You just knew it was going in.
Azaiah James, 4th in the league in three-point shooting. Top 100 in the country. Open triple this time. Bailey. That can't hit. These are good looks for Liberty. State continuing to run. It's Hayes' turn for three. That time off, and Smuda, highest woman in the building, gets the rebound.
She really uses her length to get those rebounds. She's got a long wingspan to go along with her height.
Had 22 points and 14 rebounds on Monday. Kerry Green described it her best game of the year. And an and one chance. Nice drive by Azaiah Boone, the true freshman.
Right, she's the reigning CUSA freshman of the week. Here's a look at her driving, and she's a left-handed player, so that is her power side.
That's Manu Ginobili. That's there on the drive.
Right, and Zoe tried to cut her off, but just couldn't get there and beat her to the spot.
Azaiah Boone grew up in a military family, lived in San Diego, Virginia, Florida, and then attended the IMG Academy for her prep year.
Her sister played at William & Mary.
A very well-traveled player, fresh off her Rookie of the Week honors in CUSA. NC State distributing the ball well, and Mimi Collins gets involved as she connects on the three.
We've seen her really improve her three-point shooting this year, and she was ready, spot up, and hit it.
That's the 10th three for Collins this year. Boone's turn. Anything you can do, I can do it better.
Yeah, back and forth right here. Boone, we talked about how NC State's going under the screen, and right there, Liberty took advantage.
How about the confidence of the young freshman? 5 quick points for Liberty.
Yeah, she came in. Coach Green said she was the most prepared of all the freshmen, and you can see it right out on the floor.
Unafraid of the big stage here in Reynolds. James on the switch, right in the grill of Hess, and Smoota the rebound. This is a Liberty team that's battled 6 NCAA tournament teams from a year ago. Think Alabama, think Louisville, and think Boone, another big three.
Wow, I think Coach Moore's going to have to rethink the way they're handling that pick and roll. Boone's going to keep beating them like that.
That's 2 triples for Azaiah Boone. The numbers coming in was Emma Hess, the huge threat for 3, and Collins responds, 5 quick points.
A lot of offense right here. Coach Moore's talking to the team about how they want to handle that pick and roll. See if we see something different.
8 for Boone in this first quarter. Looking for more and a turnover. Now the run out for James. So electric in transition. The spin and the glass for good fun. How do you stop that in transition? Good luck.
That was an incredible move right there by Azaiah, and the crowd is responding in kind.
It's NBA Street James version today. Couple of great guards getting after it. Shot fake from Aya's daughter. Finds Smoota. That's where she's special in the lane. How does Liberty get Smoota more involved in the paint?
Well, they've got to see what they did there. They drove to the basket, drew the defense, that got Smoota an open look. So they got to really penetrate.
Now it's Baldwin down low, challenging Smoota. A nice layup in the block.
Smoota, that's one way to try and control her, is to make her work on defense and maybe even get her in foul trouble.
First points for River Baldwin. Boone the attack. Tough layup. Aya's daughter the rebound. Moore's turn. That's a bit off. And a pinball rebound. And Elizabeth's down on the court. Elizabeth Aya's daughter down on the floor. The Icelandic product.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see.
And she hit the court hard. This is the last thing you want to see.
All right, Liberty's not a very deep team right now. They've got a couple of players already out with injury. Can't afford another one.
That's Laura Mancuso, the 5th-year athletic trainer out there. You noted Kerry Green only traveled 11 healthy players. Elizabeth does get back to her feet, and we'll take a look.
That's great to see.
Ooh, she got cut.
Yeah. Maybe an ankle right there.
That's the old flat tire. Never fun.
Yeah.
Let's hope Elizabeth's okay. She'll get treated by the staff here real quick.
Walking off on her own power. Hopefully she'll be back in.
Kerry Green, 18 conference titles between the ASUN, the Big South, and now Conference USA. One of the best in the country.
He absolutely dominated the Big South for years. 14 NCAA tournaments.
And won 10 straight in the late 90s to 2006 as James attacks. What a swat by Moore. How about those hands? A scene in transition. The product of Spain. Here's a deep 3. That goes off. And a fight for the boards. That's Bella Smoota earning the foul on NC State.
Yeah, and Brooke Moore, as I said, she hasn't played very many minutes this year, but she's a very athletic player coming out of Georgia. I had a feeling that she was going to get a lot more minutes today to be able to match up with NC State's athleticism.
The number 10th ranked player coming out of Georgia just last year. And Baldwin, the steal, just muscled it away, and Smoota called for the foul. That's a huge matchup, Smoota versus Baldwin, and so far River defensively very impressive.
Yes, and you asked about how are they going to get Smoota the ball, and when she's been coming off screens, she's been open. Right there, she just tried to do a straight post up, wasn't strong enough to hold River Baldwin off.
That's the grad senior River Baldwin down low. Florida State transfer. As Collins hits the jumper, 7 quick points for Mimi.
Mimi's definitely feeling it. Liberty went back to man-to-man right there, so NC State did the post-to-post screen. They couldn't keep up with Collins.
The folks in Raleigh say let Collins cook the way she's shooting over 60% here in December. A scene on the ball movement. 1v1, Bailey, tough look, called glass, and it's off. Rebound, Bailey. That second chance rolls away, and a reach-in foul there.
Right, the foul looks like
only the 4th team foul on Liberty here in the bonus.
It was on Bailey. I wanted to double check if it would have been Smuda. That would have been her second. Liberty caught a little bit of a break there because they both reached in.
Bailey, the Old Dominion transfer, her first year in Lynchburg. 7 newcomers, 6 freshmen, and a transfer coming in for Liberty. Speaking of freshmen, here's Zoe Brooks getting her first career start. No Sinai Rivers today. Look at that crossover into her bag. Wanted the and one. That's a fun player to watch for the basketball.
I love seeing her in Raleigh.
What a crossover. Pass contested and a tip. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Lacey Steele, the freshman, misses her first shot. And a rebound for State. Open 3. That is off. Collins the rebound. State can hold for the final shot. NC State resting on its largest lead of the quarter. Brooks on the drive. Tough miss. Another rebound. 4th time blocked. A heave for Hess. That is in! Emma Hess from half court.
What a shot by Emma Hess, beating the buzzer. They'll take a look.
Liberty, Liberty, Liberty.
How about that? Oh, you've got to believe that's her best one of the season. On the scouting report, it said she had deep range, but I don't think anybody expected it to come from there.
That's from the tail of the wolf.
Yeah, that's a logo shot, but from the other side of the logo. They talk about Caitlin Clark with range to the logo.
This is one of the biggest logos in college basketball. And when you're hitting it from the other side of the logo, what a big 3 for Liberty. Snapped a 2-minute scoring drought. Now with zone defense to start the second. And a board for a scene. She's at a Girona, Spain. Played for Les Alzines in high school last year. Good ball movement. New center coming in, Emily Howard, the redshirt sophomore. And a big 3. Emma Weigel out of Ohio hits the triple.
That's sort of the anatomy of an upset when you're trying to play a top 5 team. You've got to hit perimeter shots, and so far Liberty's hit some big ones.
Liberty makes 6 threes a game, already 4 in this first half. James on the ball movement. Looking to break down this zone. Drives through and a block. Second chance goes the other way. Last touch by Collier. Big minutes here from Emily Howard.
Okay, here's Azaiah James driving to the basket right here, but Howard coming over.
Is that Dwight Howard or Emily Howard?
She's got the same wingspan as well as Dwight Howard. That was a big block.
She's one of 6 international players, this time from Vancouver. Yeah. Howard on the pop with a seam. Hess wants the screen. Goes away from it. Drives in, and a swat for Brooks. Brooks in transition. Good pass. Lacey Steele connects from 3.
Freshman to freshman right there. The future of NC State.
5th triple for NC State. And this has become a 3-point party in the second quarter. Here's a scene. Here's some deep range. Off on the 3. Howard tipped it out to a scene.
Long shots, long rebounds. NC State needs to try and box out.
And a seam traveled. That was a seam by the referee.
Zoe right here coming over with the help side defense. Incredible block. She takes it in transition, drives and brings all the defense to her so Lacey Steele can hit the 3.
Back to a 9-point game here early in the second quarter. Liberty has not earned a top 25 win since 2005. This would be a big day.
They've played some teams tight, including Louisville out of the ACC.
Had a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter as Collins misses the jumper. Rebound Hess.
With this zone that Liberty's playing, NC State settling a little bit for jump shots. I think they need to keep attacking the way they were in the first quarter.
All bench players for Liberty outside of Hess on the court. A scene into some traffic. Tough drive. The kick out. A sealed tight defensive. Clock to 5. Weigel passes and turns it over. Good defense there from NC State.
Well, in Liberty, we know the starting point guard, Jordan Hodges, got 2 fouls early, so they're trying to piece it together with Azaiah and Weigel out there, and they're not as comfortable playing against this kind of competition.
Weigel also from the IMG Academy. She was a senior teammate of Asia Boone just last year.
Right, and coming in, 5 of her 8 baskets have been threes, so that big 3 she hit from deep was right on cue.
Collins in the middle of the zone. NC State has passed the ball well against the zone defense, but not hitting shots in the second quarter. Collins the kick out. Unable to connect, and the rebound for Liberty. That's a shot Liberty will live with in the second quarter.
Right, exactly. They're going to force NC State to beat them from the perimeter right now, and so far it's been successful.
NC State 5 of 10 for 3. Azaiah lost it, and that goes the other way. Liberty's 6th turnover.
One of my notes about Azaiah coming in, and she's a little susceptible to turnover. She's already had 2 in this second quarter.
And NC State forces its fair share of turnovers. Top 5 in the ACC in turnovers forced. I just can't laugh every time I see that Let It Glow sweater from Westmore.
Yes.
It's a Christmas sweater Sunday here in Raleigh. Steele on the drive. Nice hezzy, and floats it in.
And that's what NC State's got to do more of. Penetrate the zone, get the easier shot. Good job by Lacey Steele.
First points off the bench for the freshman. She's got 5. And Azaiah rattles it out. Tip drill to Liberty. Good second chance. Down low, Howard, no. And now a tussle. That'll stay here on the jump ball.
Good to see Ayestad back in the game after that ankle injury.
Got Elizabeth falling on her ankle earlier, coming back in.
Right, got the offensive rebound to steal an extra possession.
Emily Howard and the size of Bella Smuda, 2 good post players for Liberty.
They're going to bring in Smuda here. A lot of their inbounds plays underneath are designed to get Smuda a look.
And this is the Roy Hibbert package from the Indiana Pacers. Anytime Smuda comes in, Baldwin immediately checks in the game. How about that from a coaching standpoint?
I mean, that's a testament to assistant coaches really being on top of it.
Nice inbounds play, and Ayestad hits it.
There she did. I think everybody was focused on Smuda, and she just snuck behind the defense.
Open 3. Wolfpack missed their last 3 from deep. And now transition play here for Weigel. Oh, Hess wants it. Here she goes. Hess misses. And Hayes fights for the board, but lost her pivot foot. And Westmore is irate.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there after the rebound. Westmore arguing that she got sort of held.
Does Coach Moore have a point there?
I think so. I mean, there was absolutely contact. We're going to take a look at it right here. Madison Hayes, the reach in right there by Weigel. After the replay, might have just been a tough break for the Pack.
Azaiah with a nice look to Smuda, and that gets kicked out of bounds. 7 turnovers for Liberty.
And NC State would say, ball don't lie right there. Immediately, they turn it right back over.
Also of note for NC State, Maddie Cox, the freshman forward out of Flower Mound, Texas, checks in.
She's had some very important minutes for the Pack and big wins over UConn and Colorado.
They're in the halfway point of the second quarter. River Baldwin down low. A quiet offensive night that cannot pick up, missing the jumper. 1 of 3 for Baldwin.
Smuda really affected that shot with her length as well.
Baldwin's earned her money in the paint, guarding Smuda today. Good ball movement, Liberty. Hess on the crossover. Nice pass, leading to the 3. That's short. Rebound Baldwin. That's her 5th.
Better box out by NC State.
Brooks into contact. It'll stay here for NC State.
It's really quite a matchup between Baldwin and Smuda. You're seeing it on both ends of the floor. Both very talented players. And right now, it's a bit of a draw, I'd say.
So Jordan Hodges with the 2 fouls returns for Azaiah. How do you attack that if you're an NC State player?
Well, it's exactly what we've been talking about against the zone anyway. We want to penetrate, so go at Hodges, force her to slide her feet, maybe reach in and get that 3rd foul.
Instead, an open 3 that is hit. Good corner triple for Madison Hayes.
Well, Madison, as we said, she's shooting 50% from 3 this year, so anytime she can get an open look, regardless of what else is going on, you'll take it as an NC State coaching staff.
6 triples for the Wolfpack. That matches their season average. Hess the crossover. Emma Hess so involved without the ball, and she traveled, leading to immediate timeout. It feels like the Christmas season here in Raleigh today. Not only the Gifts leader at Liberty, and how about that run from 97 to 06, 10 straight Big South titles, a consistent 20-game winner. This is a program in Lynchburg, Virginia that's made waves in women's basketball.
Yes, they have. With 14 NCAA appearances in 2005, they made the Sweet 16, and they've just been very consistently strong program.
Have won 10 or more conference games in 20 straight years. Think about that. Moving into Conference USA this year, Jacksonville State, New Mexico State, Sam Houston State come in, and now Liberty picks second behind Middle Tennessee, the favorites, a chance to win 10 more games and keep this thing rolling.
Well, and they were 30-4 in the ASUN the last 2 years and ready for the step up in competition to CUSA.
Lost to Florida Gulf Coast in the championship last year in the ASUN. A Florida Gulf Coast team that battled Duke today, lost in a tight one in the fourth quarter. Late in the clock, Lacey Steele looks for help. Baldwin forces it up and hits it.
Late in the shot clock right there, Lacey Steele was able to penetrate, draw the defense, get an open look for Baldwin.
The 4 points is one element, but the 5 rebounds, big for River Baldwin today. Also guarding Bella Smuda, top scorer for Liberty coming in. Jordan Hodges on the handoff. Liberty in a 2-minute scoring drought that ends on this three. Big triple for Iai's daughter.
She's got range. Everybody on this Liberty team, when you give them an open look, seems like they can hit that three.
5 triples for Liberty. 6 for NC State. Steele. Tough angle, and it rolls out. That'll stay here. How have you thought of NC State attacking this zone defense?
Well, they've had some good things. Lacey Steele penetrating. Also, when you've got shooters like James and Hayes, if they get a look, you take it. So I've been pleased with the shots that they've gotten.
Now Baldwin on the inbound, challenging Smuda. Tough left look, and Smuda affected it.
Yeah, you can see how difficult it is to score over her with that 6-foot frame.
Bella Smuda has not missed a game in 103 contests in 3 years. Such a presence down low. Gets it right back to Smuda. Nice movement here to Moore. Moore forces one up and misses. Here's James in transition. Her eyes are always wide open. Right into the body. That's offensive. Good charge from Messine.
And here's where the absence of Rivers comes into play is when...
Pardon me, Bub. The charge there for Asia Boone.
Okay, yes. And so with Brooks taking a breather, now James has got to step up in that point guard role. She got to do it a little bit last year towards the end of the season, but she's more comfortable coming down the wing and then scoring off a pass.
For those just joining us, Sanaya Rivers out today. A scratch from the lineup, not available. Jordan Hodges works it up top. Liberty's lived by the 3, 6 triples. Here's a chance for 7. Way off. That one was a snowball, not a 3-point ball.
Right, she rushed it just a hair.
Azaiah James, 7th in the ACC in scoring with Globetrotter moves. Nice kick out. And Hayes can't connect. I love the drive, though, by James.
Exactly what NC State wants right there. Drive and get all the defense on you.
It's not just Bronny James making his USC debut today. It's Azaiah James Day as we have a foul on the floor. LeBron James weren't in the Vegas championship last night.
Right, the Lakers with the in-season tournament championship, and now...
How about Azaiah, though? Now 7th in the league in scoring, top 10 in three-point shooting in the country. Big year for the junior.
It really is, and I've been so impressed. She was only 29% career from 3 coming into the season, so to step up to 43% is an impressive jump.
Here's a kick out to Moore. Tough look, and she's able to knock it in. Liberty back within 9.
I'm so impressed with Brooke Moore's game out of Georgia. I feel like she's going to get more and more minutes as the season goes on.
Lacey Steele steps into a 3. 7 triples for NC State.
Yeah, Lacey Steele's now hit a 3 in 5 of the last 6 games.
And that snaps a 2.5-minute drought for NC State. Liberty, meanwhile, half its production from a 3-point ball. Another chance. Just short. Rebound Moore. Asia Boone was so special in that first quarter. Who can step up here? It's Smuda with the layup.
Great drive and dish there by Liberty.
Is she not a Smuda operator or what?
Very smooth.
Coming off a 20-point, 14-rebound game on Monday. And remember, both teams are in the hardest semester finals as James misses the midterm. Rebound Hayes.
Right, NC State right in the middle. They got exams this week and some the next 3 days.
Both Liberty and NC State right in the middle of test season. Final minute of this first half. As James off. Tip drill with an over and back against Madison Hayes. Only the third team foul for NC State.
Here's Lacey Steele shooting the three. Freshman sensation out of Oklahoma. On the other hand, you've got Azaiah right there with the dish. Smuda with the finish over James.
And James is about a foot shorter. Good luck blocking that shot.
Right, she tried to elevate, but she can't go up the elevator that high to get to Smuda.
Final minute here in Raleigh, first half. Hess kicks it. Azaiah with a foul underneath. Smuda looks like she drew the foul on River Baldwin. So pardon me. That's Azaiah James with the foul. That's the fourth for NC State. One away from the bonus.
Not many fouls so far in this game, so not many free throws.
The freshman Boone to trigger it in. Heaves it to half court. Moore. That's her zone. Smuda through traffic. Tough floater. And it rolls in. I love that righty hook.
Yeah, she's able to get it over any even 6'5" River Baldwin.
Watch some Moses Malone footage back in the day. And draws an offensive foul. River Baldwin can't believe it. And now the fifth foul. I believe free throws. Okay, no, that's a
offensive foul, right?
Foul, correct.
But that's one of those. That's a veteran move right there by Smuda, knowing the River Baldwin's trying to get strong post position. She just stood there, and it wasn't a flop. She definitely got hit.
First foul on Baldwin. Here's Boone, kicks it out. Azaiah the drive. She's trapped. Relief and a block. With a foul. Lacey Steele called for it. Free throws here, Liberty.
Crowd displeased with two calls in a row going against NC State. Let's take a look. Azaiah gets more underneath.
Yeah, a little arm there.
Yeah, you can see hand on ball, but it was almost like elbow, forearm. She really definitely made contact.
Breakout game for Brooke Moore. 2 points, 4 rebounds off the bench.
This is a really big last minute for Liberty. It was a 10-point game. They've gotten now 3 points, trying to cut it to 6.
NC State led by 14 in this quarter.
NC State will have the ball for the last shot. You got to imagine either Zoe Brooks or James will sort of get a one-on-one at the top.
In the hands of the freshman and Zoe Brooks' first career start. Here's James, clock to 8. Ticking to 5. James kicks it. Steele with 2. Heaves it up. That's short. And Liberty gets a stop to end this first half. 6-point game for the first 20 minutes.
Much closer game than
Right here, start of the second half. Liberty, a reigning NIT performer. NC State right now the number 3 team in the country. Baldwin working on Smuda. And a first block for Bella Smuda. Good hands from the junior.
You've got to use some more shot fakes against Smuda, or she's going to get a hand on it most of the time.
Leads the Conference USA in blocks and is 12th in the country behind Lauren Gustin of BYU. Tough drive, Boone. Nice layup.
Wow, the lefty was able to get the reverse English on that layup. Very impressive.
540 layup, like the degree spin on that was impressive. Here's James for 3. She is not slowing down today. 13 points.
Yeah, she is really, in the absence of Rivers, NC State needs a leader to step up, and so far, she's been the one.
Sanaya Rivers unavailable today. A scratch from the lineup. So Zoe Brooks gets the first start. James leading scorer. Boone's turn. Wow, this freshman's heating up.
He's got a tremendous amount of confidence. Like, if you give her even a blink of an eye, she's going to get that shot up.
Fantastic. 11 for Boone. Here's the matchup. Baldwin versus Smuda. Brooks on the shot fake. Nice pass. Setting up the layup.
I love what she did there. She could have taken the 3, but she really penetrated to get the better shot. Drew Smuda, and River Baldwin was able to get the easy layup.
That's Caitlin Clark-esque on the assist. As Hodges knocks in the jumper, point for point.
She does an excellent job pulling up behind the ball screen like that. They missed her in the first half with foul trouble.
I want to know what these halftime speeches were like, because both teams are red hot in the third quarter. Liberty has played 6 ranked opponents. Not afraid of this moment. James on the step back. Now drives. Baldwin hangs on. Clock ticking to 7. Brooks behind the back. Collins deep 3. An air ball. And now the clock's still ticking. A foul. 0.4 seconds on the clock.
Good awareness by Madison right there. She got the offensive rebound, but it was off of an air ball, so there was only about 3.5 seconds left. So she had to force it back up. Force the foul on Jordan Bailey, I believe.
Yeah, Bailey called for the foul. That's important, avoiding the Smuda foul. She has one. Coming up next Sunday, catch a women's basketball showdown. We talk about big out-of-conference matchups. Purdue at number 14, Notre Dame at noon Eastern. That's a fun one on ACC Network and the ESPN app. Utah, South Carolina today. These inter-conference battles with Connecticut and Carolina tonight. There were some big matchups before Christmas.
And it has such a big impact on seeding in March, as you said.
Good back cut by Hess. And Liberty's dishing the ball well. Another intra-conference matchup. And how have the Flames hung in this game?
Well, they're taking the ball at NC State. They're making them play tough defense. And it's really a matter of confidence. They're not afraid of the moment.
James off on the three. Baldwin muscles the board. What a time to Collins. Smuda says no, no, no.
Smuda is a Power 5 level player, and she's showing it today.
A 3-year reserve. Now her first year in the lineup as a starter. What a performance, Bella Smuda. Hess finds Hodges. Good screen. Smuda gets the rock. 1v1. Into her spin. Affected by Baldwin.
Good job by Baldwin. I'm not sure if she'll get credit for the block, but she certainly altered that shot.
Brooks kicked it away. NC State, 2 turnovers in the second half. James, nifty finish. She took about 2 steps to get to the lane.
She did. You could see Wes Moore frustrated with what was going on, but as I said, James is trying to step up as a leader, knew that they needed a basket, and went and got it.
Azaiah James had 10 points in the first half. She continues that here, as that'll stay with Liberty.
One of the things you'll see Liberty do when they bring Smuda out for the ball screen. Oh, here, we're going to take a look at Azaiah James right here, driving to the basket. Was able to get by her defender and make a tough finish with the left hand.
Without Sanaya Rivers, what have you noticed from Azaiah James? Her offense has become more vital today.
It really has. I mean, she's a dynamic scorer, as we've always mentioned. So anytime she gets a chance to drive, she's going to take it.
You hear this crowd, a sold-out crowd in Raleigh, begging their defense. Tough look, Hess, and an air ball. That'll excite the crowd.
Good defense by Madison Hayes right there. 2-time Class 3A Miss Tennessee coming out of high school. She's a 3,000-point scorer in high school, but you've seen her develop into one of the greatest defenders in the conference.
NC State team, top 3 in the ACC in scoring defense. Hard to score on. Brooks into the lane. Is short. Her own rebound. Hayes' turn. Rolls out the 3. And a loose ball to Emma Hess.
Liberty just keeps hanging around right here. NC State missing shots that they've normally hit.
3 of 9 in this third quarter. Kerry Green imploring his Flames, down 5. Here's Boone. Hess is tracked step for step. Eyes daughter. Down low to Smuda. Nice fade away. Oh, that's a great shot.
That is. That turnaround jumper right there. And there was so much movement, so much screening for Liberty. And all of a sudden they finally get Smuda right where she wants to get it.
Back-to-back games in double figures, Smuda. Baldwin into pressure. Hayes somehow got the rebound. Back up and in. 3-point chance from Madison Hayes. Her toughness a factor there.
It really is. She is one of the emotional leaders. Let's take a look at here, crashing the board. She plays so hard, gets the rebound here, takes it up against Eyesdaughter, gets the foul and one, and look at that emotion right there. She's going to will this team to a victory, or try to.
Wes Moore described Madison Hayes as his grittiest player. That emotion, that energy, a factor there.
Anytime she's on the floor, NC State seems to play better.
Liberty back down 5 after the missed free throw. Hess around those screens. We have a foul defensively guarding the screen on NC State.
Yeah, it looks like it's on James. That could be her 3rd. Something to just keep an eye on.
That is her 3rd. Watch this.
All right, coming off the screen, trying to chase.
Oh, yeah, ran right into Hodges there.
Yeah.
And then shoved her right out the way.
Well, and that's one of the challenges of all this screening. Liberty's constantly screening. You got to stay focused. You got to stay on your point. Right there, I think James just got a little frustrated with the chase.
Two coaches that have combined for 1,360 wins. These are two savvy veterans, Green and Moore. His daughter kicks to Hodges. Clock at 10. Liberty in the second half shooting 70%. Hodges drives in. Kick out. Eyes daughter 3. Oh, the moon ball's off. That goes out of bounds. Liberty hanging around in this three-quarter on the three-point shot.
Right, and you've seen it from the freshman, Asia Boone. Let's take a look at her right now, the reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Week.
Assistant head coach Kerry Green. Kerry's daughter Angie and Nikki both grew up in Seneca, South Carolina, when he was the coach at Clemson, and they won a state title with Coach Kerry Green leading the program all those years ago, and reunited today here in Reynolds.
Right, and I remember I was a student at that time, and Clemson was an excellent team. They won 2 ACC titles with Nikki West, at the time Nikki Blassingame, and so fun to just hear their connection as we talked to Coach Green on Friday.
Kerry was the high school coach of his daughter Angie and Nikki on that state title team, as Brooks comes right in out of the timeout, missing a jumper. Here's Liberty that had battled Louisville to a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. Hanging tough here in Raleigh. Quick three, Boone. That's off. And Hayes, another hard rebound. 6 boards for Madison.
Hayes trying to take over this game any way she can.
Collins the kick out. Steele misses the 3. Hayes, another board. Madison Hayes like a cockroach. You just can't kill her in the lane. Every ball's hers. Collins' turn. Off on the jumper. And guess who? Hayes fighting for the board. He'll stay with NC State.
Right, and that's a testament to Hayes. She's just hustling. She never takes a play off. You can see her breathing hard, but it's because she's working as hard as she possibly can. Forced the fumble of the rebound right there, and NC State gets the ball back.
Wes Moore has spoken to her effort. Loves that intensity from Hayes.
7 rebounds so far, but she doesn't even get credit for that last one when she probably should.
Rebound for Smuda. 8 boards for the junior forward. This is Bella Smuda's first year starting after Maya Berkman, 3-time All-Conference graduated.
You can just see her growing in confidence with each game, too.
Good catch by Smuda, and a little bit of a shove. This will stay here. Some contact in the corner.
That was a savvy little play right there. Smuda mishandled the ball, and it was rolling out of bounds. She was able to just toss it right back. Let's see if we can see a better look at this. Watch her right here. She'll grab it and toss it right back off of River Baldwin's leg.
Right off the foot of River, and she said, "You got that, right? You got it."
That's right.
Gets the call from the officiating crew, led by Carla Fontaine. Hayes' daughter off on the 3.
Hayes with another rebound.
Zoe Brooks getting her first career start today. Operating the offense. No Sanaya Rivers. Baldwin, quick jumper. And Baldwin's nearing a stretch of 6 straight games in double figures. She has 8.
Right. She was the MVP of the Paradise Jam when NC State went down for that Thanksgiving tournament. And she's picking up right where she left off.
Leading scorers, James 15, Baldwin 8 for NC State. Liberty led by 13 from Boone, the freshman, and 10 from Smuda. Hodges off the pick. Now Smuda. Nice ball. Boone's turn. Off on the 3. Smuda the rebound. And a steal for Brooks. The freshman let loose. The crossover. Into contact. And 1 for Zoe Brooks.
Zoe Brooks, such a special player. Let's take a look right here. She gets the steal. Here she gets the steal on defense. She's going to go coast to coast. The crossover dribble on Hodges. Draws the foul, and she's strong enough to finish. That's a senior level play for a freshman.
Now she is a smooth operator. The body language does not change for that talented freshman.
That's right. That's right. She's always even keel.
Out of Plainfield, New Jersey. Highest rated recruit for NC State. Number 9 overall. And now this lead elevated to 10.
Crowd's going to try and implore NC State to get another stop. Let's see how Liberty handles the environment.
Brooke Moore is checked back in for Liberty. Boone around the screen. Pressured. Open 3. Hodges silences the crowd.
Wow, Hodges with a big shot right there.
7th triple for Liberty.
43% three-point shooter out of Virginia.
That's a huge shot. NC State was on a 6-0 run.
with Smuda on the bench. This is a huge last 2 minutes, and Hodges keeping it close.
Howard checks in defensively. An immediate foul, 14 foul for Liberty. What a shot here for Hodges.
Right, you see Brooks, who just lost her footing for just a second.
Oh, there it is. The confident shush.
There it is, the shush right there, and the crowd followed suit. It got quiet.
I think the crowd takes notes of those things.
That's right. I bet the crowd will remember and come back on that, though.
Collins fouled on the inbound. So 2 free throws here for Mimi.
Great post-to-post screen there, and you see
Brooke Moore commits the foul.
Yeah, Brooke Moore with the foul. NC State taking advantage of Smuda being out of there, and Coach Green is just trying to squeeze out a couple more minutes. They're just...
NC State at the line, 4 of 8 today. They've struggled this season at the free throw line, especially in second halves. Westmore wants to see better shooting in the second half. As that one rattles out. Coming up this Saturday, we have a college basketball quadruple header. That's right, at noon Eastern. Here's our featured games: Virginia Tech and Vermont in Blacksburg, then Virginia and Northeastern out of the CAA. You can watch all those games from noon to 8 on ACC Network and the ESPN app. Get that couch ready, get some popcorn ready, and basketball from noon to sunset.
That's right. Get the eggnog going and have a good afternoon.
Big number, 5 missed free throws for NC State. Liberty down 8 here in the third. Jordan Bailey re-enters for the Flames. Smuda still on the bench. Here's Boone on Brooks. Nice pass. Good find to Howard. 1v1, and the glass is strong. State wants to run in transition. Brooks, what a pass. Collins hits the 3. 6-9 at triples for NC State.
Zaniyah Rivers there cheering on her team, along with Coach Williams and the crowd following suit.
Led by its All-American, not available today. Moore looking for help. Final minute of this third quarter. Open 3 is short. Misses. Baldwin the board. Here's Brooks. Zoe with a dime. Steele lays it in. Timeout, Liberty.
Liberty trying to stem this tide right here, but Zoe Brooks and the freshman really sort of showing how good they can be. Zoe going coast to coast.
NC State, 11 points in transition.
Back of the freshman class, especially Zoe Brooks. You see her get out here in transition. Lacey Steele running the break, lets the defense go through and puts it up for the finish. Zoe Brooks is having quite a game in her first start with 5.7 rebounds, 8 assists.
5.7 rebounds as a freshman.
As a freshman.
With Zaniyah Rivers, the typical point guard, not available today. This is her first start running the show. Right,
and we knew she's a dynamic scorer, but you're really getting a chance to see her vision today, her ability to run the offense, get her teammates involved, and a career high in assists with 8.
Doubling her career best. And here's NC State back up 13 on the rides of a 6-0 run. Big possession, Liberty. Final minute of this third quarter. Moore gets space in front of a surging sellout crowd here in Raleigh. Howard, the spin move. Nice bank shot.
Nice move by Howard there. Out of Canada, played her high school ball in Tennessee.
Liberty living in the paint. 18 points down there.
2 brothers that play college basketball as well. So a very talented family.
Hayes, nice screen. Baldwin rolls to the bucket. Floats it short. And Brooks is fouled. She may not earn the rebound there, but nice effort on the glass.
Definitely, and we're keeping an eye to see if she can get a triple-double. That would be her 8th rebound. Good effort.
So 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 points. She's getting close.
She is.
Last triple-double, 2001 here at NC State. It's been a minute.
Tanisha Lewis was a member of that 1998 Final Four team and was an excellent player for the Pack, currently in coaching herself.
Here's Brooks' second free throw. Now an 8-0 NC State run to end this quarter.
NC State going to throw a little press here. Liberty's had trouble against that in the past.
Hodges breaks the press. Nice kick out. Moore looks up with 7. Here's Hodges with 5. Has to get it off. An attack. Bailey ran out of time. NC State closing out the quarter on a 17
for that big 15-5 run. Can they get that emotion and get that energy going to finish this game off?
A strong run for the Wolfpack to end the third quarter. Now we're back in business here in the fourth. Emma Hess with the basketball. Nice look from the free throw line and a rebound for Collins. I do feel after these long breaks, whoever can strike first may make an impact here early. Almost has that baseball type momentum feel out of a media break. Steele on the drive. Good find to Baldwin, and she's off.
And we may see that a little bit. It's hard to just get back in the rhythm. 2 open shots both teams have missed.
Liberty in this second half shooting 43%. Hess. Hard time finding Bella Smuda in this second half. 10 points for Bella, but only 2 in the third quarter and fourth. Moore down low. Bailey trips and lost it. Here's Lacey Steele, the true freshman. The real star today, Zoe Brooks, nearing a triple-double possibly. Hayes on the attack. Nice find. Baldwin is rejected and saved by Bailey.
Smuda with an impressive block right there.
Bella Smuda can swipe a sandwich like it's Subway. She can lay that mustard down and put it to work. Here's a big three. Knocked in. Emma Hess from deep.
And Liberty strikes first coming out of this break. NC State's got to try and now match their intensity.
Here's Liberty with its 9th three of the game. Steele drives in. Draws the foul. Bailey the armbar. And this will be huge for Liberty, hitting triples today.
All right, we've talked about Emma Hess's range, and here she gets the handoff. Good 3 feet behind the line, and Zoe Brooks does not close out well enough.
Emma Hess with some range. She's like Kyle Korverman. That right arm is clean.
Oh, yeah.
Clean for the shooter. 8th all-time in Liberty three-point makes. As Collins misses the jumper. Rebound, Bella Smuda. A Liberty team that led Louisville in the fourth quarter this year. Also battled Gonzaga, some ranked foes, Alabama as well. Pass around the screen. Here's Hodges. Nice pass, and Baldwin takes it away.
Smuda just didn't have her hands ready right there.
Zoe Brooks. Oh, look at that dime to Hayes. Can't make it count for 3. And the tip drill to Collins. NC State controlling the boards today, +5. Westmore begging Brooks to get moving. Clock to 8. Brooks left alone. Way short. Smuda draws the foul on Baldwin. That's her second.
You can just tell NC State has not found their rhythm coming out of the break. A little bit stale on offense. Coach Moore trying to implore them to just be a little more active.
After the 20-minute water delay, we're back in business. NC State yet to score in this fourth quarter.
I feel like if Liberty can get 1 or 2 more baskets right here, it's anybody's ball game.
Asia Boone re-enters for Liberty along with Elizabeth Eisdottir. Here's Hess. Hodges is wide open. Instead kicks. Smuda down low into the double. Nice ball to Hess for 3. Just missed. Eisdottir the rebound. The product of Iceland. And a foul defensively on Baldwin. Interesting, that shot would have counted if it went in.
Right, we had a little bit of that in a previous game this year, but as long as the shot has been released when the whistle goes, it would count, and that could have turned into 3 + 2, a 5-point play.
Instead, Collins on the reach-in. That's her second. Or pardon me, Baldwin called for. That's her third.
James is going to get back in. Remember, she got 3 fouls mid-third quarter and sat, including that break that we had. She's been on the bench for a long time.
Azaiah James with a team-high 15. Hodges to trigger. Liberty's lived on the 3. 8 triples. Hess the tough floater. Nice look for Emma Hess.
She's definitely ready to go. She hit that big 3, and she's feeling it right now.
NC State creating problems with the switch. Here's Hayes for 3. Big triple NC State.
Big shot. Madison Hayes was key in that 15-5 run. Rebounds and points, assist. Now she gets another big shot for the Pack.
10 triples for NC State. Average 6 a game coming in. Boone. Good ball. Better pass. Look at the vision of Bella Smuda.
Right, exactly. And give credit to Aya's daughter right there. Cutting to the basket. NC State lost sight of her. She was able to get the layup.
Liberty dishing the dime well. 13 assists today.
Liberty.
Collins all alone. Wow, missed the bunny.
Liberty is trying to switch to a man-to-man right there, but not all the players were on the same page. Left Collins wide open.
Liberty back within 9. Here's Hess. So dangerous on the drive with foul. And Emma Hess draws some contact. Free throws here for the junior.
Here's Hess driving the Euro step. Draws the foul. We talked to Coach Green earlier this week.
That's 4 fouls on Baldwin.
4 fouls on Baldwin. That is a big number right there because we know how difficult it is to guard Smuda.
That forces Maddie Cox into the game, the freshman. And now Smuda will take a breather. Emily Howard comes in for Liberty.
NC State going a little bit small here. And so Liberty counters to give Smuda just a quick break.
Emma Hess, the first of 2 for the 81% shooter. Showing you why. Next Sunday, catch the women's basketball showdown between Purdue and Notre Dame. That's a top 15 matchup at noon Eastern ACC Network. Good matchup here in Raleigh. Number 3 NC State up 8 here in the 4th. And Liberty knocking on the door with back-to-back free throws. Hodges will take the breather as Ella Weigel comes in.
I think NC State right now has got to try and find James, get her going again. Liberty's going to stay in that man-to-man here the last 6 minutes.
Zoe Brooks on the switch. Gets to her spot and hits it. Brooks with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists today.
Liberty does not have an answer for Zoe Brooks off the bounce. So it'll be interesting to see if they stay man-to-man.
On this end, it's been Hess show in the second half. Brooks the defensive assignment of the steal. Brooks is fouled. What a performance, all 4 facets for Zoe Brooks.
Right, and we talked about it. Her first career start at NC State, came in as the number 9 player in the country out of the 2023 class. And yeah, here's a good look at her drive. They just can't keep up with her off the dribble. And she's strong. She took that contact, even though it wasn't a foul.
Her ability to rotate and make things happen in the air is fantastic. Reminds me of Vince Carter. She can hang, she can manipulate, and nearing a triple-double today. Now Brooks has the rock. Feeds Collins. Just short of her 9th assist. As a true freshman as well, what a performance. Liberty here, down 9, needs a bucket. Nice blow by Boone, the freshman, goes into contact. And a foul. And Liberty in this 4th quarter, much more aggressive attack in the basket.
Right, I think they know that being down 13, being down 9 right now, they've got to really attack. They can't just sit around and take 25 seconds off the shot clock. And Asia Boone has looked good all day, taking it to the basket.
Boone makes her first. 14 points for Asia.
Crowd tries to get loud here because if there's 2 free throws missed, it's free chicken for everybody in the building.
The bad news for the folks in Raleigh, Liberty's not missing free throws today. 6 of 6 from the line.
Right, this is a team that's probably not giving out free chicken because they are excellent.
Back to a 7-point game, 5 minutes to go. Look at that ball from Brooks. 9 assists for the freshman.
Great vision, shooting it across the court. Getting James involved too.
Nearing a triple-double. Something that has not been done here in Raleigh since 2001. Hess, the crossover. Howard lost it. Here's Hayes. NC State living in transition today. James blows in. Free throws coming up for Azaiah, who's sitting on 18 points. It's the Azaiah James show in this 4th quarter.
And James had been sitting out for so long, came back in. Here she is on the skip pass from Brooks, sets it up, right in the basket for 3.
So they're on the beach, too. You got to love it. Good attitudes from these fans. I like the sweaters, too. There's Kayla Jones, former player at NC State. Ooh, the Katniss. Fantastic stuff. Not only here in Raleigh with signature sweaters, but on Liberty's campus in Lynchburg. This is a 30-foot Christmas tree that Kerry Green's campus has put together. It's fantastic stuff. So both schools have gotten in the spirit here around Christmas. Great find by our production crew this week.
It's an annual tradition that Westmore started. I think the fans have really bought into it. You see all Christmas sweaters scattered throughout the arena.
And that's why West has the Let It Glow sweater rolling today. Big free throw here for Azaiah James out of the timeout. And misses both. Still a 10-point game. Liberty has lived on 8 triples today. Hodges finds Hess. Open 3. That's how you do it. 9 triples for Liberty.
Right, and I was just thinking Hess has been hot. That's who you got to go to, and Coach Kerry Green thinking the same thing.
Breakout night for Emma Hess. 15 points. James, equally electric. Draws an offensive. That's on the screen. And now NC State in foul trouble the rest of the way.
You're going to see Emma Hess right here coming off the double screen. James gets caught up in the wash by screen by Boone, and it's a wide open 3. I think you got to look for them to run something for Hess again right here.
Emma Hess, 113 career threes, carrying Liberty today. The Flames looking for a top 10 win for the first time in history.
Here she'll come off the double.
Boone, Hodges, huge 3 is short. That was a big one.
That would have
Brooks
really
the other way.
tight.
Behind the back. Brooks, what a pass! Hayes stripped. Hodges the hands. Ahead to Boone. The freshman stepped through. What a layup in transition. We got a game here.
What a sequence right there. That's the best pass. Zoe Brooks falling down is able to go to the behind the back.
5-point game. Brooks draws the foul. Only the 4th on Liberty. 1 away from the bonus. Okay, how does this happen?
I don't even, it's just instinct right there because she's falling down. How does she know? Very impressive.
And then equally impressive.
Boone takes it right at Cox right there. She doesn't take it all the way so that she avoids the charge. Just a little flip over the front of the rim.
5-0 Liberty run. Got to get this in.
Liberty with the 2-3 zone out of the sideline play.
Brooks, nice time. Cox the kick out. Clock to 10. James 1v1. Blows by. Smooth to the tip. May have affected it. Here's Liberty down 5 with a basketball.
2-possession game. Coach Kerry Green's going to slow it down, run a set.
Final 3 minutes here in Raleigh. Smuda. Hodges with 8. Aya's daughter blows in. Aya's daughter short. Collins the board. Here's Brooks. Contact. Offensive. So Liberty's in the bonus here with 2:37 to go.
Both coaches frustrated with calls there. Here comes the replay on Zoe sliding over. One of those tough calls. Feet were moving, but Zoe lowered the shoulder. Probably a good call right there. Much of the dismay of this crowd.
3 NC State turnovers in this 4th quarter. Liberty basketball down 5. Hodges.
Really making an emphasis to get it to Smuda.
Boone. Nice screen. Boone tripped. No foul. Play continues. Brooks. The pass. Hayes converts. And 1. Madison Hayes. On the 9th assist from Brooks.
Huge basket for NC State right there. Let's take a look at first the turnover. Boone slips. Zoe's able to take it coast to coast. Good vision right here. And Madison finishes with contact. And look at that emotion.
2nd and 1 for Hayes today. And this could be a dagger 8-point game. Hodges directing traffic. Boone the cross. Smuda, great position. Fadeaway is big for Liberty.
And that is so difficult to defend because she's shooting the fadeaway turnaround and nobody's tall enough to stop it. It's a 2-possession game now.
Liberty up 7 scoring in this 4th quarter. Baldwin finds James. Open 3. A miss. Liberty with the ball down 6. 17 Boone, 15 Hess to lead the show. Here's Hess. Hodges. Nice drive. Tough floater. Air ball. Now James. Westmore begging NC State to slow it down.
Game situations right here, knowing the time and score. 2-possession lead. Force Liberty to defend for 30 seconds.
Final minute here in Raleigh. Zoe Brooks is fouled. That was a late foul on the shot clock. Do you like that there as a coach?
I do not. Like, NC State had run it down under 10 on the shot clock, and they looked a little bit just scattered. And so I don't think that was a call from the bench. I just think that was a reach in by Hodges.
Zoe Brooks, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists in her first career start. Will remain in single digits.
It's a big shot right here to try and make it a 3-possession game.
The last NC State triple-double, Tynesha Lewis, over 20 years ago. She now has 10 points.
1 rebound away.
Something tells me on this next possession. Here's Liberty up the court, down 7. Aya's daughter. Boone. Now Hess. Tough look. And Brooks with the triple-double. First time since 2001 here at NC State in her first career start, as a matter of fact. And now this crowd congratulates Zoe Brooks. Think about that as a freshman. Her first career start, no Sanaya Rivers, and it's been the Zoe Brooks show today.
The legend of Zoe Brooks has begun. I think you're going to see her create many more milestones in her 4 years with the Pack.
Adds an 11-point for exclamation. There's Sanaya Rivers, unavailable today. And a big fan of the new point guard running the show in Raleigh.
Staff certainly confident that Zoe could do it.
That's a 5-0 NC State run and a timeout for Carrie Green. What a performance, though, by Zoe Brooks. This triple-double, the first since 2001. And more impressive, 50 years of women's basketball. The second triple-double ever at NC State.
Right, and Tynesha Lewis was a star for the Pack when I was on the 98 Final Four team. She was a senior in that 2001 game against UNC. Zoe Brooks doing it as a true freshman.
No Sanaya Rivers today, so Brooks takes over the point guard duties. It's one thing to rebound and score, but the 10 assists were crucial for NC State.
Right, I love how she's got great vision. You've seen it both in the half court and in transition. A lot of big baskets by the Pack because of what she created.
Maybe one of the best games in NC State history. You think of overall performances.
Right, especially given the situation being her first start as a freshman. Here we'll take a look at Zoe driving. I love how she's got that body control to get turned so she can hit the shot. Here's the steal. She's going to take it all the way. The crossover step right there. Gets the foul on Hodges and one. And as you said, cool as a cucumber. All of her teammates going crazy, and she's very steady. Sometimes it helps to have that steadying influence in a game like this where the crowd and everything gets into it, and she's very even keel.
Think of the Zoe Brooks career. 12 points against UConn in a big national televised game and a triple-double in her first start. This kid is not afraid of the moment. Liberty basketball here down 9. Emma Hess, the three-point sharpshooter, drives in. Nice ball, a block, and Collins the foul. Got the arm there of Bella Smuda.
I know Coach Westmore frustrated on that one.
And Bella Smuda quietly has been a beast down low. 12 points, 15 rebounds, giving that man nightmares.
Right, she hasn't been afraid of the moment at all.
Kerry Green was so high on Bella Smuda this week. He said off the bench she was learning to play at the high level in big minutes. Scored 22 and 14 Monday, and now has a double-double again against NC State.
Right, a double-double against the number 3 team in the country.
Able to hit both.
A post player like River Baldwin, who's very difficult to score against.
Media timeout here, 31 seconds left. While we have a second, the annual ACC Huddle Bowl preview comes up at 7 Eastern tomorrow night. Bowl season's just underway, the best time of the year. We'll break that down at 7 Eastern, all 11 bowl games for the conference in the ACC. And the CFP committee's decision, Florida State and the Orange Bowl. It is worth noting that both these programs have big-time bowl games coming up. How about Liberty in its 4th year in full-time Division I, getting to a New Year's Six bowl? They'll take on Oregon, Pac-12 finalist, and then the Pop-Tarts Bowl between nationally ranked NC State and Kansas State.
Well, Liberty's been so impressive in football. We saw NC State was able to play against them a couple years ago at Carter Finley Stadium, and you just see how talented they can be. They want to be the #1 independent team in the country there.
And you know what's great? A playoff.
Yes.
But all these teams mixed together starting next year.
Yes.
The top 12. Liberty would qualify for the playoffs with the new regulations coming up.
Liberty would be the 12 seed.
Bella Smuda checks out after a great performance. She might come back in offensively in a minute.
Right, I think Liberty's planning to foul if NC State gets it in.
James to trigger. And an immediate foul.
Great job by Liberty there.
Madison. Free throws here for NC State.
Madison Hayes tried to curl to the basket, and they were on top of it. That's a good job scouting by the Liberty staff.
Kerry Green, 550 wins. He's in the top 20 of all active coaches. An excellent developer. There's a free throw for Brooks.
And Liberty's going offense, defense with their substitutions. They'll bring it back in their 3 best scorers.
Do you miss this on purpose then? Interesting nugget. And an offensive board for Brooks, who plays her own game there on the rebound.
She's having such a day. We're going to give her credit for missing on purpose, knowing where the rebound was going to go. And she'll get 2 more opportunities.
The #9 player in the country coming out of high school. This girl was up for the test today. And Kerry Green said, well, enough of that math. I'm bringing in my subs right away.
Right.
What a battle between Zoe Brooks and the best rebounder here, Bella Smuda. Smuda entered this game top 30 in the country in double-doubles. Just collected her 5th. Only 2 behind the national leader, Lauren Gustin at BYU. But that time it's Baldwin on the offensive glass. And now Liberty has to foul.
That has to drive Coach Green nuts to get NC State to miss 3 straight foul shots, and they can't secure the rebound.
Think about this, though, if you're NC State. 12 of 23. You have to fix that on the free throw line.
Yes, you do. Especially in the 4th quarter, because this is how you're going to assault away games as you get into the ACC conference.
The Wolfpack is a team shooting under 60% in that under 5-minute to go range, as Collins hits both. And a timeout here for Liberty.
Liberty will get to advance the ball one more time. Looks like that's their last timeout.
Liberty had it as close as 5. What did the Wolfpack do to pull this game away late?
I think NC State is just stepping up their defense. Emma Hess hit a big 3 and then another bucket on the side to make it a close game. And NC State's defense just decided we are going to take Emma Hess out of the game, make it be Boone, make it be Hodges, and they weren't able to finish up.
While Liberty will come up short of a top 25 win today, there is a huge matchup going on in Connecticut. Of course, UConn, Carolina tonight, but right now, South Carolina and Utah, they're in a tussle in that 4th quarter. I bet Pow Pow's going off. She's a fantastic guard for Carolina.
Yes, that was a game we were looking forward to see what would happen. NC State ranked 3 in the poll, South Carolina ranked 1. NC State hoping to move up if they can. Here you go, the AP top 10.
UCLA with a huge win over Florida State. So if all holds, the top 3 remain undefeated. And Iowa had Caitlin Clark score 3,000 points this week. So you look at that top 4, it is elite programs.
It is very elite. And this week's bracketology, we talk about it. NC State coming in as a 1 seed. They're going to have to keep playing this well all year to maintain that spot.
Worth noting USC with Juju Watkins, the best freshman in the country. We talk about Zoe Brooks. Those 2 are right up there. An hour and 25 seconds putting the final ornaments on the Christmas tree, if you will, today. Hodges around a screen. Somehow found Hess. And Emma traveled. Interesting. That's 15 turnovers for Liberty.
That pass right there, I don't even think it was designed to go to Hess.
You might as well find the best 3-point shooter in the gym. 3 of 6 tonight. And look at Kerry Green immediately coaching up his bench. I love that. Holding his players accountable. And a foul here.
NC State was definitely in a big-time battle today against Liberty.
Now, if you're Liberty, you know the NC State shooting woes. You're willing to foul and extend this game out.
Right. Until NC State proves that they're going to hit free throws, I would keep it going. But just big picture for Liberty, a young team, 7 freshmen going up in conference to Conference USA. Coach Green really challenged them with a non-conference schedule. And even though their record's going to go to 3-7 after this game, I think you can see why they were picked second in Conference USA and why they've got a good time shot to go to the NCAA tournament this year.
Liberty will host Radford on Wednesday, resuming action. And we have a foul here on the floor. Looks like Liberty not pleased there with the foul on Elizabeth Aya's daughter. I do want to note with Elizabeth, she's from Grindavik, Iceland, and there was a volcano that is starting to erupt and having some issues in the homeland. The good news is Elizabeth's family has vacated the area. They've moved to another part of Iceland, and their family will be okay.
Right. We're glad to hear that everyone in her family is going to be okay. Hopefully they're out listening to this game today and are safely away from that volcano.
Mimi Collins continues a nice performance. 14 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for Mimi. We have a triple-double and a double-double for the Wolfpack. Liberty with a double-double from Bella Smuda today. Just not enough for the Flames late. Here's Hess in the closing seconds. Aya's daughter looks up. And that NC State defense playing a factor to the closing seconds. And West Morris Club moves to 10-0 for the fourth time in 8 seasons. A nice performance for NC State holding off Liberty today.
It was quite a battle. You saw how good Liberty was, but NC State rose to the challenge once again.